cleaning up what's left, huh? I just called the body, got blood all over my chest, huh? Ate that bitch's liver, got liquor all on my breath, huh? I just did the dash on the police and we ain't talking when we chop it up. And it ain't hopscotch, bitches' bodies when we chalk it up. Oh, tell her mama come and top me up. Not that nice and neat, get off your feet and give me sloppy suck. And don't be talking like you know me, bitch, you op as fuck. Turn your house to heroin, the fiends came and shot falling from the sky. She like, oh yeah, there's hundreds all over the ground. She like, oh yeah, soldiers coming to this, now we like, oh yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube video today. We're showing you my Redux Refl4ked build. We're mainly using pearls in this build, so it took some time to make, but now it's done. We use one legendary NG in this build, which is the Sandhawk Strong SMG in Redux. It only comes in burst fire and semi-auto. For the shotgun, we are using the Demon Core, which is my favorite shotgun. And the only downside I would have to say, it comes in radiation, which it's also a pearl. But I really like this gun. I really personally like the Demon Core. It's one of my favorite guns to use on Refl4ked. And then it's a pearl. It does really good damage, fun to use. For the pistol, we're gonna be using the Morlangan per meter. The permanent meter, and the only downside of this gun, it comes in two elements, shock and fire. It's also another pearl, but it does a lot of damage. It puts out a lot of output damage. I really enjoy using this gun. One of my favorite guns to use. And then for the next gun, we're using the rocket launcher. A lot of nostalgia vibes from this rocket launcher, the North Fleet. We have this in all elements, which I will also be posting a save file in my Discord, which will be in the link description. The North Fleet is my favorite rocket launcher in Redux. So then we're going to be moving on to the shield now. So it's called the Wings of the Firehawk. While your shield is full, you gain fire and SMG damage, and you also gain bonus walk speed while it's depleted, and you also gain health regeneration and slam generation all while it's depleted. And then we're going to move on to the weapon tracker, which is my favorite grenade because I think it pairs perfectly with the shield. So what this grenade does is you throw it, it attacks the nervous systems of the enemies. It restores your shield for 100% of damage dealt to the target. And then also, for this version of it, it has a 25% damage plus 25% damage to stuck target, plus 50% damage for each damage time for each enemy damaged. And then we're gonna move on. We're gonna be using the for artifact. We're gonna be using the Pearl and Festival Knowledge. This is if you get consecutive hits, gain 1% increased damage per hit 15 times. At the maximum stacks, you gain up to 90% damage. Now, like I said, class mods, we're using multiple for this build. We use the stack bot. This is my personal favorite. It gives a boost to all doll weapons. We use mainly doll weapons. And so there's a few guns we don't use our doll. But yeah, the stack bot's really good. But for Mal 1 takedown, I highly recommend the Red Fang. The Red Fang is really good. Pretty much when you use Gamma Burst, every enemy in the area is going to ignore you. And your pet's just going to taunt them all. And this, in my opinion, is the best survivability for takedown. But this is, overall, in my opinion, also for best damage. You also have a few other options. You could be using, I don't know why we have the trainer. We don't really need that. The Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter is an option. And then, like I said, there's a stack bot. Couple options for a stack bot, but yeah, that's the class mod. Now we're gonna go over the skill tree. So we're gonna start with the wounds. So when you're in fight for life, your pet will attempt to revive you. If it does, it gains increased damage for a short amount of time. So it gains a 30% more short damage, and the duration is 60 seconds. Next one, we're gonna go over the power inside. Refl4ked's pet gains increased damage when Refl4ked activates on an action skill. So you gain a 75% more damage while action skills activate. This one is while enemies are not targeting you, which would be while you're using Red Fang, you gain a 30% more increased damage I also recommend using the Gunslinger Jabber. He gives you a 5% more critical hit damage, and then the 5% more movement speed. Also, for the fadeaway, I use the Gorillas in the Mist, which gives you a 50% more critical damage with duration 8 seconds. And then we also use the Unblinking Eye, which gains a 70% critical hit damage per hit. And then we're going to move on to the next tree. So this one, the Hunter kill, when Flak's pet does damage, the Flak pet gains a stack of frenzy. Each stack of frenzy increases damage of stacks for each stack. You gain a 4% damage per stack. The max is 10. We're going to go over some of the red tree now. We're going to go over the Hunter's Eye. So, Flak gains bonuses when fighting different types of enemies. You gain a more critical hit damage between humans. You gain a 40% more armor damage between robots. And then you get a damage reduction in between beasts. So, that's like a nice skill. Nice skill. I love that skill. And then this one's really important, I have to say. So when Flak scores a critical hit, it has a 36% chance to add ammo back into your magazine, and I really like that ability. So now this one, the hunter skills become much more effective, much longer. This increases your hunter skill duration up to 100%, and the skill effects up to 30%. Now in Redux, this skill got a boost. So with the gun damage, you got a bit of a boost. So this is definitely worth speccing into. So when the Flak gains increased gun action kill damage, and Flak pets increased damage too. So we don't have 5 in here. We have 4. If you have it at 5, it's 50%. And then we have the Gallic Shadow. Flak deals increased critical hit damage, and the enemies are less likely to attack him. Flak, and then we're going to go Megavore. Flak gains a chance to score a critical hit with weapons against any part of the enemy, and that's the 20% critical hit, more critical hit chance. So that's a really good skill. This is the setup for Gamma Burst. So we're using the radiation per second, and then the damage, and then when we're using fadeaway, we use this. That's set up. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys joined the Discord, download the save file. I stream every night. I do stream a bunch of different games. The build video is gonna be out. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It didn't end up being a complete Pearl build like I exactly was hoping, but thank you Epic NNG for this mod. You did an absolute amazing on this job. I love the mod. Shout out to him. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Have a good night, everybody.